Hello, this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and I'm going to show you a fun witch card with the Bewitching bundle. Here is my cute Tock witch card. Her legs swing back and forth. Whee! So I'm going to show you how I created this card. It's really easy. So I started with a basic black base, and I have some Parakeet Party cardstock, and I've made it a little bit shorter, so it's 3 3/4 by 5 and almost a quarter. It should be 5 1/4. And then I have some paper from the Black and White Designer Series paper, which is in the mini catalog, and it's super fun. It has a lot of patterns, stripes, polka dots, regular stripes, chevron, whoopsie, that's Orchid Oasis, and diamond pattern, star pattern, and then on the back, it's gray and black, except for the chevron one. I wonder why, but it's cool because you could color it like I'm going to do with this piece right here. So I'm going to color this alternating colors of Orchid Oasis, Highland Heather. I used Highland Heather and Parakeet Party. So, and then this is a piece cut with the Scary Silhouettes dies. So I just cut that out right there. And I'm going to grab my markers. So I have Parakeet Party and I have Highland Heather, and I'm gonna grab a scrap piece of paper here, and I'm just going to alternate coloring these with the dark markers. So I'm just gonna use the edge of the dark markers. So I'll start with the first one. Sorry, my Highland Heather is getting a little bit dry, but it's still usable. So I'm still gonna use it. And I'm just gonna color every other one in the Highland Heather. So this will take a little bit, so I will speed this part up. Okay, so now that I have this all colored, I'm going to layer it onto the Parakeet Party. So this paper is really fun. You can color it whatever color you want. And then I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. Place that in the middle, and then let's stamp the witch's hat and witch's legs. Here's the stamp set. I'm going to use the polka dot hat, and I have some basic white paper. You just need a long strip. I'm just going to place this down here. And a couple reasons why I like to use the Stamparatus. The first is when I'm stamping using the Memento black ink, I like to make sure I get a really crisp black image. And if I don't, this is pretty crisp, but I can still see a little bit of white and white spots. I can ink it up and stamp it again, and it'll be super crisp and super black. Love it. So now I'm gonna clean this off, and I'm gonna do the legs similar fashion. So I'm just gonna grab the legs, and I'm just gonna flip this around, let the hat dry a little bit, and then I'll put the legs down here, the magnet there. And we'll ink up these cute little boots, witches' boots and stockings. And I'll ink it up a couple times so I get a super nice, crisp black image. So now I can punch out the hat and cut out the boots. So I'm just gonna clean the boots here. You can use your chamois or a wipe. And I'll put them back in here. Super cute stamp set. You have 3 different witches, and then you've got the witches' boots and stockings along with the spider and some stars. So here is the punch, and the punch includes the hat, the band for the hat, and some stars. And the stars were really fun to use for a shaker card that I will show you in a moment. So I'm just gonna hold this upside down so I can see exactly where I'm punching. Just wanna make sure I have a good white border. And so that's the hat. And then for the legs, I'm just going to cut them out of the paper, and I'm going to move all this aside. And this we're gonna color with the same markers again, so I'll get those out, and then we're gonna color the boots as well. So let me start by coloring, and then I will cut out the boots. So for coloring, I just kind of randomly picked different circles to color, but for the stockings, I did them in the Parakeet Party, and the buckles I did in the Highland Heather. So I'm just gonna pick out whichever circles I want to be. Let's see, what other circle? This one, maybe the 3 big ones, to be Parakeet Party. And then I'm gonna finish up the stockings with the light Parakeet Party to blend that all the way through. And then I'll finish these little dots too. Love coloring with the blends. Super easy to use and create that nice blended look. So now we'll do the dark Highland Heather for the buckle. So we'll just go around the left side of the buckle. And then we will, oh, I forgot to do the band. So for the band, the purple is in the middle. And then we have the Parakeet Party on the top and the bottom. So I'll go back and do that one after I finish the Highland Heather. So here's the rest of the buckle. And when you're blending, you want to go back over the black or the dark so that you get a nice blended look. That's what you're going for. So I'm going to color in all these circles first. And then we'll go back and color the band. So start on the dark and just bring it out. And then if you feel like you want some more dark, you can go ahead and add, I think I want some more dark. I want it to go out a little further. And then you can come back with the light and you can blend that all in. And then keep it looking light towards the end. So now let's go back and do that same thing with the Parakeet Party. So we'll go out like that. And this one we'll do it on the top. We'll probably add some more dark, but I'll just go ahead and blend this in first. Nice. And then we'll add a little bit more dark back over here, and then on the bottom, on the top, I mean, over here on the bottom. Lovely. Okay, so now we have our witch hat punched out, and we're just going to cut out the little witch's boots. So when you're fussy cutting, you want to go ahead and move the paper rather than the scissors to help you navigate around the image. The witch's boots are a little tricky, so I will come back to the inside of those later. And I'll just cut around the boots first. So for in between the legs, going to cut only up to a certain point because I need a little bit of extra cardstock to help me with the tick-tock swinging of the legs. So up here, I'm not gonna cut off all this excess paper, but I will cut in between the legs up to a certain point, probably at the boots. I will stop. So now I'm gonna go back and cut inside the witch's boots. It's a little tricky because I don't have a whole lot to hold on to as I'm cutting. So just do your best, or better yet, if you have a brother scan and cut, just use that because that's what I originally did. Just stamp a whole bunch of witch's boots, and then you can cut them all out and use them on all your cards. Because fussing does take a bit of time and effort. Okay, so now that I have these cut out, I'm gonna bring back this Highland Heather piece and I'm gonna do a bit of measuring. So I'm gonna want my hat to be about here, my legs to be about there. So that's going to be my point. So I'm gonna use the Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to use a mat so I don't poke my surface. And I have where I want everything, and I'm gonna put this at the very top. And this is where my brad is gonna go. Super simple. So here are the square and round brads, and it doesn't matter which color you use, black or white. Just use one of the smaller ones. I see a small one here. There's two small ones. So I'm just gonna use the white, and I'm going to poke this through. And then I'm not gonna do it super tight. I'm just gonna bend it so that there's a tiny bit of a gap. So you can see right there that that's not super tight. And the reason I want it loose is because I want my little witch's legs to swing. See how easy that is? Okay, so now we're gonna measure where the hat goes, and we're only gonna put a dimensional on the top part. Not too high though, because we don't want it to go off of our cardstock, but I just want to make sure that it covers up our brad. You can kind of go sideways or sideways like this, but I think I'm going to go straight on because that covers the most, just like that. And then that's our tick tock, tick tock. Isn't that cute? So super fun. So now we'll bring back in our card base, and definitely want to add dimensionals to this so that it gives the brad room to move, so it's not smashed right against the card. So I suggest doing 4 dimensionals, 1 in each corner, and then we'll place it right about there. Okay, tick tock, so cute. Okay, so our last piece to do is to stamp Best Witches, and we're gonna cut that out with the stylish shapes. So I have a piece right here, and I'm gonna use my Stamparatus again. Like I said, I'm using black, and so I just wanna make sure it stays really black. So I'm using the Best Witches from the Best Witches stamp set. I think it's a cute little sentiment that goes well with this card. So let's see, I guess it doesn't matter if it's upside down because we're gonna be cutting it out. That's gonna be nice and black. Okay, just ink it up one more time. And now it looks nice and dark and crisp and black. I think it looks great. Okay, so now we're going to just clean this off. And we're going to grab our cute little mini machine and our stylish shapes. And we're gonna use this long one right here, but I'm gonna show you a little trick. We're gonna shorten it. So we're gonna start by placing it where we want the left edge to be. So there's the left edge right there. Okay, now we're going to run it through again, but this time we're going to place it where we want the right edge to be. And what's cool is because it has these dots or this stitching, it fits like right into place where the dots are so that you can make your die as short, or there's another trick to making it as long as you would like. So just run this through a second time to get the exact shape that you want or length. And then there you go, there's a shorter length. So I'm just gonna add some dimensionals to this one. Just use the mini dimensionals. And we will finish the card by adding the sentiment here in the middle. And that is our super cute Tock Witch card. So I'm offering a free card class when you purchase the Bewitching bundle. It consists of 6 supplies for 6 cards using the Bewitching bundle. You'll get 2 of each of these designs. So there's a gift card and a double slider card. So just go to my website, use the current host code to place the order for the Bewitching bundle or place a $50 order. Then email me, make sure to email me and let me know that you would like this Bewitching card kit. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for watching this video tutorial using the Bewitching bundle. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like my video and leave a comment. And I hope you try making one of your own. If you do, I would love if you would post a picture on my Facebook page, Elaine's Creations, or facebook.com/Elaine's Creations. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so that you know every time I go live or post a new video. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.